Good morning, everybody. Aaron Perlman, your morning forecaster and anchored Eyewitness News. It is August 20th. Hurricane Hilary finally making its way inland, but it's slowing down dramatically. So I want to take you into the storm, what we have here for us this morning. And all of our watches and warnings in play. Areas of Los Angeles under a tropical storm warning. Areas here you see highlighted different colors. This is high wind warnings for areas of Vegas on the western sides of Phoenix and our Kern County desert areas. Those are wind speeds up to 75 mile per hour winds that could be seen. The valley floor for Bakersfield and our mountain areas under a flood watch, and of course the tropical storm conditions that are in full play. Now, take a look at the radar. Here is the hurricane moving up the Baja Peninsula. Once it made landfall on the peninsula, it started to really slow down. That's going to take away some of the major rainfall that we could be seeing. But rain spreads all the way up in areas of San Diego and moves up into the high desert. So let's look at that here a little bit closer. 80 mile per hour wind speed, so just a low category 1 hurricane. Once it drops to 74 miles per hour, this thing will just be a tropical storm. But it hasn't really officially made its way on landfall according to this map yet. It should right into Ensenada. Ensenada, game day, baby. This is today. And this is it's still moving fairly fast. So it'll be in San Diego somewhere around 2 p.m. 2 o'clock is when we're going to see that make landfall. Then it moves up into areas of Fontana, Palmdale, Palm Springs, staying as a tropical storm. This will go all the way till 8 o'clock tonight. So tonight, 8 o'clock, it's just on the outsides of Kern County where we are here at Eyewitness News. And that's going to bring in heavy rainfall for the mountain areas and the valley floor. All right, so let's look at that. I do want to make one point, that if you're in the high Sierras, this is a big concern. Anybody who may be a hiker out here, tons of rainfall will be headed up to areas of Bishop, up along the John Muir Trail in the high Sierras. All those spots can get hammered with tons of rainfall, a lot of thunderstorms. So seek shelter today. Tell somebody, if you know anybody out there, have them seek shelter today. As for the rest of the timeline, here's what's interesting here in the Futurecast model. You can see the majority of this rainfall really takes place. I'm going to take you to 8 a.m. this morning. This is wave 1. Wave 1 brings in the steady burst of rainfall in eastern Kern County. Then wave 2 shows up. That's going to happen somewhere after 12 o'clock in areas from San Diego, Oceanside, Los Angeles. Considerable amounts of rainfall. We're talking a lot of rain, anywhere up to 2 to 5 inches of rainfall. This is when your tornadoes could take place down in Southern California. That's right, tornadoes are possible today, so be aware of that. As for Bakersfield, pretty quiet, nothing yet, and then it will take place this afternoon, somewhere from 2 to 5 o'clock. All the heaviest amount of rainfall will be making its way in. But this is where in the high desert, you're going to experience some significant flooding. We'll watch for the tornadoes be an issue. Los Angeles, Santa Barbara also coming down with some heavy rainfall in those areas. So Southern California will get the brunt of this, especially the Inland Empire, Riverside. Ridgecrest, Bakersfield, all getting rainfall. Then this heads into the high Sierras. As I'm talking about those hikers, I'm one of those hikers. So I've been caught in storms like this. Not this bad. So this will get significantly worse. And then as we move on into midnight, Monday, it's all done. It all heads up in the high Sierras, and then that's it. So pretty interesting to see kind of where that goes. Let me do this. We'll look at the rainfall amounts. So here's your rainfall totals of what we'll be looking at for this map. Now, all of the rain, once again, I mentioned Inland Empire should be the case. Los Angeles gets a lot of the heavier amount of rainfall. Areas in the orange indicate about 4 to 5 inches of rainfall in those spots. For Bakersfield, tail end of that, we're talking less 1 to 2 inches. Will Bakersfield get significant rainfall? I do believe so. Here's why. Because the record amount for rain for August in Bakersfield is 1 1/1800ths of an inch. That alone we would break if this model holds up to 1 inch and 3100. So this is less rainfall than what we projected yesterday, but still record setting for the entire month. Lake Isabella, 2 inches of rain. A lot of people have been concerned about the dam. Is it going to hold? It should hold. Kernville, over 2.5 inches. Ridgecrest, man, That's just incredible. Almost 4 inches of rain. Heavy flooding is going to happen here. We're going to see heavy flooding in areas on California City, Mojave, Tehachapi. Could see some considerable mudslides here. The Grapevine, 2 inches of rainfall. Less of it further west you are in the Bakersfield area. It's all going to be out in the desert. That's where it's going to be a tropical storm. So I've talked about this before. Turn around. Don't drown. If you see 1 foot of moving water, it can displace any vehicle. Take your time. Look, if you have to drive today, don't drive today. Get off the roads. Don't do it. Now, some of you want to go to church early. If you're in the Valley floor, you have a better chance going to church early. Okay, perfect. Otherwise, I just would stay off the roads altogether if you have to drive down in Southern California today. This is going to be a considerable big storm. So, what else am I missing? Stay tuned to Eyewitness News. We'll have live updates tonight, 5 p.m. with Chief Meteorologist Miles Musio. He'll be up and running the show. I'll be back up Monday morning for all of that. For those of you watching here, like and subscribe. Share this sucker out on the social media, and make sure you tell somebody to stay safe.